Okay, so here ntds dot dit new technology directory service directory information tree, that is your Active Directory database and partitions. So Active Directory database is this database is divided into 4 parts. So what is the first one? Second one?
Configuration.
I explained the part. Okay, so here it is. Domain partition contains actually your domain database, domain related database. But schema configuration is a common in the entire forest. It is a common in the entire forest. In the forest, how many domains are there? How many domains? Like first is root domain. Next one is a tree child. For example, you have a 50 tree domains and there is a 20 child domains you created. How many are you are created? How many domain controllers are there? The schema and configuration partition is always same. Only difference is your domain database only difference. For example, this is the domain 1, domain 2, this is domain 3. Okay, so what is the common thing here is I will put it in a green color schema. So in a domain one, this is a root level domain controller. First domain controller is a forest level domain controller. Whatever the schema you want to change the schema, you can change the schema, but you have to change in a actual domain controller with the enterprise administrator only. Okay, like what attributes you want to add or what attributes you don't want to add, like that. This is in a schema only. Configuration partition. So last part I explained what is a configuration partition. For example, you install one second, I will put a everywhere this green color, so then so three are same like it is. For example, okay, what is this configuration partition usefulness? In the forest I installed one server as a ADCS. Okay, so I took a one server in the forest and okay, I installed ADCS or ADRMS or Federation Services. So when I install it is asking for a configuration. I configure this one as a primary one. Okay, I configured as a primary, and here I have another server. Automatically, it is in a different domain or a same domain. Anything. Okay, here also I install ADCS. Because of this configuration information is shared to all the domain controllers, sharing with all domain controllers or domains in the forest. So then automatically this ADCS information go to your configuration partition. So this configuration partition information is stored here, and from here to here it is telling you can create as a secondary and you cannot become a primary. Okay, so the first, this is a primary one and this is the secondary one now. Okay. Nothing. So here I'm typing domain. Okay. So domain D1s means users in the domain 1, groups in the domain 1, OUs, and computer information. That information, the domain related information, the user information, computer information, group information, OU information, services, resources, that information stores in domain 1. In domain 2, the domain 2's in data information store in this domain partition. Same thing goes for a domain 3. Okay, so okay, so in the forest all the domains are all the domain controllers having a same schema database, same configuration database, but domain database is different and it contains the data according to that domain only. Understand the concept, this partitioning concept?
Sir, ADCS of D1 also works for as a ADCS for D2.
Yes, entire forest,
For
same set
entire
of entire forest will work. We can take it
then, sir,
from there.
what is the need for adding additional ADCS with D3?
Not additional one. It
Hmm.
is a server, and we instead of not instead of just I need some certification related server is required, so I install a ADCS. That's it. Just for understanding configuration partition only. Meaning
All
is
right.
when you install a ADCS. Okay, that's a good question actually. When you install a server with the ADCS, that information in the domain, so whatever the domain the server is there, in that one, the information is going to configuration partition. In the configuration partition, it add that information. See, this is my ADCS installed in the particular server. ADCS server is installed and configured in the particular server. That's it. That information in a that information go to configuration partition. So what happened automatically, that information is replicated to all the domains. Okay, and stored in their domain controller. The information stored in their domain controller. So now it is automatically in the forest. Any domain server, any server. So if you take any other server, you take another ADCS, you install a role, and now you want to configure. Automatically, it shows it's as a secondary only. Okay, so that is a main use of configuration partition. To give an example, I put a ADCS. If you don't understand ADCS, it's okay. It's not a big deal. Okay, understand what are the data is common in the entire forest schema and configuration information, and mainly root domain can able to change root domain if it is want to change anything in a schema and configuration partitions, you can change.
Sir, here root domain is D1, na?
Just like D1, we have to think like
Yeah. Hmm.
I didn't specify anything as a domain, so just take example as a D1 as a main domain. Yeah, yeah, one. think I got my water can. Okay, so good. Okay, simple. So common schema in entire forest, all servers, all domain controllers, entire all type of databases. Everything is common schema, common configuration, but domain is a different one. Here is if you put it just d1 as a root, it means forest level domain. It means your forest name is, for example, d1. What happening? Okay, if you take d1 as a root, and this d1 also become gc, global catalog server. Automatically, the first domain controller in the forest, the root domain controller, is root domain. So then domain controller also there, right? So it is also a global catalog server. It is also a global catalog server. So what is the use of this global catalog server? It is not required to maintain every domain should have of course, every domain should have a domain controller, but that domain controller may not required to be a global catalog server, but by default, the first domain controller in the forest means first domain you are creating, it is a first domain controller. Automatically it is become a global catalog server. That's why when you are installing server, if you want to check it, check the whole your transcript videos or anything. So when you are installing, the global catalogs is check mark is there, and it is grayed, so you cannot unselect it because it's your first one, first you root user. Okay, and next one. So what is this global catalog server content? What is the global catalog server content? It's a partial attributes of other domains. It means other domain information is also available in the global catalog. Okay, it means every domain controller has their own domain database, but server global catalog server contains all domains database stored in global catalog server, stored in global catalog server. So normally as a definition they tell it is a partial attributes of a domains database. So it means some information is there. Usually SIDs are there, that not much like a ADDS, SID, SIDs, whatever it is. What is the use of this global catalog server is specific. Global catalog servers can be more than one, but at least one should be there. At least one global catalog server must be there in entire forest. One global catalog server is required, and obviously the first domain controller, the root domain controller is your global catalog server, and remaining domain controller, when you are installing different domains or additional domains or whatever it is you do it. Okay, like you are installing ADC, or maybe you are installing a new domain, completely fresh domain, and the domain controller. So global catalog is become optional. Even that information is also stored in configuration. That's why we know, so whether you want to go with the GC or not also. Okay, so this is a all domains information stores in a global catalog server. Advantage is, for example, if there is a user want to log into other domain, user in the domain want to log into other domain, so what will happen? D3 So for example, u1 in a d2, okay, so and d3 don't know who is u1, who is d2 information. So what it will do, it try to contact your global catalog server, okay, so for authentication purpose. So in a single forest, now we are taking three missions as an example, three things as an example, but in a real time we have a 10-15 domain controllers in the same forest. Maybe there are maybe more than that capacity is there. I'm telling it is minimum things we are using. So what is the advantage of global catalog? So if your domain don't know how to verify this account, simply to know some information about that account, so you can ask global catalog. So global catalog will give you information, authentication, and access permission like that. Okay, so this is about your global catalog. I'm going to the statement. I cross the statement. No problem. I will show you the picture of global catalog. This is the global catalog. So it's very easy to understand and very simple statement. Host a particular attribute set for other domains in the forest sub. So query for other objects through the. Alright. Okay. If you see domain A, domain B, and global catalog server. Global catalog server having information of schema, configuration, domain A, domain B. But if you see other side, only domain B, domain A only there. But global catalog server having information of domain A and domain B. Schema, configuration, partition, same for everyone. Okay, so this is a global catalog server. This is a good one, but you should read it. Yeah, I told I will tell the schema. Okay, so why am I feeling like this? So time. Okay. What happening to me? Sleep deprivation. and you're not talking.
This conference is no longer being recorded.
Okay, just we'll continue.
This conference will now be recorded.
Just I will show you the schema part. Okay, so not exactly the schema part I'm not showing, so I'm not interested in that one also. Just for example, if you see here, it is I'm going to create a user. You can able to see my screen, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, here I'm going to create a new user. If you see, observe in the top corner, what is it? New object. What is this? Attributes. What is this? Attributes. Whatever the thing is open like this entirely. We call this one as class. We call this one as a class. This is class. User is an object. The values are attributes. That's it. Actually, the schema will define how to get all these things. Okay. Even though if you want to create a group, new group, new object. If you want to create a OU or a sub OU, new object. Okay. So your schema will define what is the object, like how to create that object, what are the attributes list, you will get it like that. And if you see here, it is ADSI edit. Okay, password policies will come back, will go there. Okay, so ADSI edit, just I'm going to ADSI edit, I think. Right click, connected to. So here, this is a default naming context and naming. This is configuration partition. Okay, schema. If you want to connect configuration, click OK. Okay, so like this. How many services are there, sites are there, physical locations, partitions, like this. Each and everything information is stores here. Okay, so that is the things you can ADSI, and you can able to see the things when you create an object or maybe an existing object also having the name is object, like user is an object, computer is an object, um, everything is an object only. Okay, so the attributes means the values, what are the information you are giving, that is attributes, name, phone number, email ID, these are attributes only. That's it about your schema. Global catalog. schema, and what I said, I will tell compulsory. Site. Again, drawing only. Yeah, stop recording.
This conference is no longer being recorded.
Okay, so site will finish first, because site is also important in group policies. We don't touch the site, but we'll do. Guys, for example, just think like an example. It is, I have a domains, or maybe I have a domain controllers. Okay, or maximum like a user base. So people say it's not a domain and domain controller. People think it is like a user base. For example, I have a domain here, same domain I have here, or maybe different domains are there in a different places. Okay, so like it is not a forest. Okay, everything is in single forest only. Think like everything is in a single forest only. So for example, this is a geographically, it is in a New Delhi, and this is in a Mumbai. Okay, think like it is in a Mumbai. Another geographical area is Hyderabad, and this is Chennai. Okay, so Pune is also here. So I'll leave the Pune thing. So we'll say go to metro things only. Maybe another area is like a Kolkata, Bangalore. Okay, this region. Here in this one, I have a several domain controllers. For example, domain one, main domain controller is here. Additional domain controller is here, and another additional domain controller is here. Okay, another something domain two is here. Domain two additional domain controller is here. Additional domain two additional domain is here. Okay, this is a domain three. Domain three additional domain controller is here. Okay, like this. For example, just, or maybe a domain controllers. Very simple. Additional domain controller means, okay, domain controllers. Domain or a domain controllers. To put a more or correct. Otherwise, it is become a pictures. Okay, people think it is I created some emojis kind of stuff. Okay, like this. So I have a domains or a domain controllers are there. DC, ADCs, or ODCs are in a different geographical areas. I have a big company, different places are there. Some of my servers are in New Jersey, some are in Florida, some are in maybe Mexico, some are in uh, Australia, UK, UAE, India, maybe Singapore. So different geographical area my servers are there. As we discussed earlier, um, schema, right? So we discussed about schema configuration and domain. These are main partitions of your Active Directory database. So every domain controller having a schema, configuration, and domain partitions are there. They should replicate each other. Okay, replicate means I have a server and I have a information. This information should be replicated to secondary server, and this again give the information to other server, same thing, or this is giving to other server, like that. So every server is always depends upon its a primary domain controller only. Actually primary domain controller only. Primary domain controller replicates its data, means data will be synced with all other servers, but like that it will be replicated. But problem is if there are in a different places, the huge replications will create a conflicts and delay. One is conflicts and delay also. Okay, it is a possibility is conflicts and as well as a delays, or at least a delay will occur because of there are distance wise different. For example, Delhi to Hyderabad is a lesser the distance compared to Delhi to Chennai. Okay, for example, this is a Delhi and this is a Chennai, Hyderabad, Kolkata, Bangalore, and this is Mumbai. Okay, if you see the distance from here to here, here to here, here to here is okay, but Delhi to Bangalore, Delhi to Chennai, by geographically it is distance is high, first of all. Second one is always a main domain controller is replicating to others, and every domain controller every time it has to take the input and as well as sync the input. It is always what we can say more burden on our domains, right? Our domain controller servers, more burden is there. Okay, because it's a very large enterprise and a lot of areas we have our domain controllers in that one. So what they will do, they will first of all they'll create a site. Site is nothing but a geographical representation. A site means it's a Mumbai site, Delhi site, Kolkata site, Hyderabad site, Chennai site, Bangalore site. Like in the site, in the geographical location, means my company is a Savantis, for example. Savantis in Bombay location, what are the domains are there? What are the domain controllers are there? So that only information they put it logically into one site. Site is also logical one, but in a geographical location, what are the servers are there? They create a Mumbai site. Inside a Mumbai site, they'll put all the servers into Mumbai site. So it is called as a Mumbai site. Now this is called a Delhi site, like a Kolkata site. Hyderabad, what are the Hyderabad area? In a Hyderabad area, how many servers are there? All the servers comes under Hyderabad site. All the domain controllers in the Chennai comes under one site, like that only. Okay, so they create a site. This is called a site. This is a collection of a user group and computers and services and resources in the particular geographical area. It means it can be a different type of domain controllers, which is belongs to different type of domains also possible. Okay, so so all the servers may be in a single domain or a maybe different 4 or 5 domains having a for more than 4, means each domain like each server is belongs to a domain, means maybe I have a 5 domains belongs to a 5 domains, means 5 domain controllers minimum or more, like that, right? So a domain controller, DC, always remember a domain controller belongs to a domain. Okay, a domain, but a domain can be belongs to multiple domain controllers, DCs, ADCs, additional domain controllers, like that. There's multiple things are there. So for example, I have a DC1, sorry, domain one's domain controller, domain 2 domain controller, domain 3 3 4 domain controllers in the single site is also possible. Okay, so like that. So don't worry about it. Simple. These are a domain controllers, and geographically I put a name. For example, I'm in a Pune location. Current location is Pune location. My office is Karve Nagar, Karve Road office, and my manager like Charan sir is my higher person. Okay, of course, main control is Hyderabad, but here, so overall, what are the staff here? It is belongs to Pune only. For example, if you take differences are there, geographically differences are there. Example I will tell later. Okay, sites are created. Now what they will create, site to site replication they will create. So the next point is, first you have to create a site. In the site, in the particular site, what are the domain controllers are there, we have to put it in the particular site. Next, you have to create site to site replication. Delhi. Okay, Mumbai Delhi, one site to site. Okay, and Mumbai Bangalore, one site. Mumbai Delhi, one side. Mumbai Bangalore, another side. So then, I Bangalore servers not required Delhi access. Okay, so I can remove it. So first, Delhi is a main server. For example, Delhi to Mumbai replication done. Once Mumbai servers are replicated, then Mumbai servers replicate the data to Bangalore server. Next, first of all, I will remove this part also. Next, we have to choose like this, which is the nearest one. So Delhi to Hyderabad or Mumbai to Hyderabad, or Delhi to Kolkata or Mumbai to Kolkata, like that. So geographically, the distance is also mandatory here. Only one point is left, Chennai. Delhi to Chennai is a far distance compared to Hyderabad and Bangalore, right? So either I choose Hyderabad to Chennai replication, site to site replication, or Bangalore to Chennai site to site replication. So here if you see the topology, like Delhi to Mumbai, Mumbai to Bangalore, Bangalore to Chennai, it's a very long bus route, right? But if you take Delhi to Hyderabad, Hyderabad to Chennai, only single stop type only. Okay, so either it is a direct flight or a single stop. Here it is a double stops to get into the Chennai. So I choose Hyderabad to Chennai site to site replication. So very simply say, site means in a geographical area what are the domains or a domain controllers, DC, ADC kind of stuff. We put it in a one single name. I will tell this is the site number one, site number two, site number three, or Delhi site, Mumbai site, Hyderabad site, New Jersey site, extern site, or maybe Sydney, or maybe Melbourne, or maybe I put a name like a London site, New York site. Okay, so I can put a site. The name of the site is just a name, and I put other things. Yeah, very good doubt. Why we are replicating? Replicating means um, I am the employee of Savantis, right? So I'm an employee of Savantis. So when I join into the Savantis, they gave me a email ID, login identity, like that, for example. So that information should be go to all the servers. Okay, that information should be go to all the. For example, my current location is Hyderabad. My information is in Hyderabad site only, Hyderabad servers only. Now next day they said go to Chennai, log into Chennai server. Then I can't able to log into Chennai area with same domain only, same domain, but I can't able to log in. Why? Because of My server has my information, but Chennai server don't have my information. So compulsory, you have to replicate the data. So that if can be shared among the servers cloud. Again, why cloud came? I have to read entire questions. uh, that info can be shared among the servers using cloud, but you said there are replicating servers. Cloud again, the part of the cloud is not a difference cloud services part. um, that's actually good question, like a your question is like an interview question. Definitely, how to map the question to answer, that is a difficult one. Okay, just like your cognizant interview question type only. This is a question shared among the servers using cloud, but you said what are the replicating means the information of your database ntds.dat information, your schema, any changes occurs in the schema, any configuration changes in the configuration partition, any user group OUs are created, so that information in a domain. So this information will be replicated in the sites, means one server to another server. Like a Delhi has, for example, Delhi people are maintaining main domain controller. Okay, Hyderabad additional domain controller, Bangalore having another additional domain controller. So new user is added or new schema changes, so the information will be replicated means, um, for example, I'll take some names from here, like Nikhil join in a Delhi. Okay, Urvi is also there now, so Urvi is also join in Delhi. Sridhar join in a Bangalore. Okay, Sai, so many Sais are there. Aditya. Okay, I will take Aditya is there. Okay. Aditya is joining Hyderabad, for example. Okay. Jagan join in Chennai, for example. Okay. For example, your database created in this server only, in Bangalore server only. But that information should be updated into main domain controller. Nikhil and Vorvi. Delhi server, in the Delhi server your information is created, like username and all created, just for example understanding only. Okay, but this information also should be go to other servers also. That is called a replication part. I think you got a side point, but this is the just for what is the replication point. Okay, so there this information should be added to other sync with the same database. Maintain every server in a domain should maintain same database, same schema data, same schema, same configuration, same domain information should be same. Next one is the cloud part. The cloud is a different kind of stuff, not completely different kind of stuff. Then is actually different kind of stuff. I'm just directly speaking about on-premises geographical database, and if you think like a cloud also, then we have to go to cloud. Last 1 week there is a no raining, almost like not 1 week. Last 4 5 days, 5 6 days, no raining, no problem with internet, no computer problem. And I started today class. First, I got a computer problem. Next, raining. Maybe next something. I don't know. Okay, yeah. Cloud wise, if you want to ask cloud wise, like you take a Azure AD. Okay, so your company cannot offer. Guys, everyone, listen. I'm not going out of topic, and as well as I'm going out of topic also, but I'm staying active directory part only. But understand a cloud in a one small part in the cloud, because it's a server. From server 2012 onwards, it is on premises, on cloud, both are there. Okay, for example, you are a big organization, so your company one main branch is at New York or New Jersey. I like New Jersey name because NJ is a simple one, or maybe a London, LON, like that you can write. So another office is at Hyderabad, maybe other office at Melbourne or Sydney or something. Okay, whatever it is, a user is joined. So I cannot offer the data centers on my premises. Is a small company, and I cannot able to take lease lines and all kind of stuff. What I done? I contact Microsoft Azure, and I created a Active Directory database in the Azure. Okay, I ask, this is my domain name. I want a Active Directory database. So automatically database will be created with your domain name. Just enter your username and password kind of stuff. Accounts will be created in a Microsoft. So where it will store? My mic. Actually, I closed all the windows. Maybe my fan. Otherwise, I have to listen once myself. I will check it once again. Yeah, okay. That is my next building kits. That cannot avoid it. Even I close all windows also. That's very small noise. Okay, so I created a. It's a so, Azure AD means it's a cloud. We don't know where the database is stored unless until you have to select the region. So maybe you select a region here in a New Jersey, nearby New Jersey, any data center of Azure data center is there. Store all the AD information, Active Directory user information store near to the New Jersey in the cloud, in their data centers. Anything stores in a physical locations only. Okay, cloud does not mean now raining is coming, so then cloud is came, and you cannot store in that cloud, right? So okay, very simple. Anything is a data center. Backend is always a data center. Okay, so you store near to the New Jersey center. For New Jersey employees, they got a very fast response because it's stored near to you. For Hyderabad people, it is very difficult. Then you can pay a little bit extra. Okay, so in India, Microsoft Azure India, so either Mumbai, Chennai, which place they have a data centers, so they'll give one replication copy. So it means in this data center they'll put a one copy, so faster you can able to get the information. Same thing for Australia or a UK or a Dubai, Qatar, whatever it is, Singapore. For India, Singapore is nearby compared to US one. So I put a maybe Malaysia data center or a Singapore data center, like that. Okay, which is because of comparatively nearby. If you don't have a problem, you can keep it one location data center. If you got a problem, then you can keep it in a multiple data center. This is a cloud, and don't sync your cloud to this one. Lot of benefits are there if you are understanding this point. If you don't understand, it's okay, no problem. Okay, site is just a name. It represent a geographical area. That's it. Okay, in that geographical area, what are the domain controllers are there? All are in a one single site only. Okay, so how to check this is site kind of stuff. I will show you this. Active Directory sites. What happened? Guys, today compulsory go through all the terminologies what I told today. Okay, what is Active Directory, what is domain, what is work group, difference between work group and domain. Okay, what is a server, directly what are the services, by server means what are the type of services we are getting, what is it, what is a VPN, what is a web server, and next okay, how to add a client to domain. So we have a client, right? So how to add this client to domain. Okay, how to verify the IP address kind of stuff, how to create a user, what is OU, all these things go through today. At least go through your servers once again, check your servers if it is still there in your VMware. So go through once, check it, at least create one more user, try to log in your client. So that's enough. Guys, this is a sites and services. By default we are in a default site. This is a number one, this go to meeting. Okay, okay, so no magnifier, nothing in this one. Very good. I think magnifier turn on. Yeah, 25 unselected. Very good. Okay, see, this is a sites and services. Okay, this is the default first site. Under that one servers, see, so you can see win s1 our server only. I have only one domain controller. For example, if I want more sites, so I can create more site, new site. My site name is like maybe Hyderabad, or you can international wise. Actually sites are in international wise, not a national wise, continental wise, or a complete geographical area wise, like India, New Jersey, like that you have to give. But I'm giving like HYD site. This is a default IP site link. Only one transport is there, so then I'll click OK. Mm, if you do this one, just read this one, otherwise leave it. Okay, now this is Hyderabad site. No servers. I can take this server and I can keep it in a Hyderabad site also. So I'll take this one, I'll put it in a Hyderabad site. Like this, I can create a number of sites as per my requirement. Pune site. So they're all work with a single IP network type. If you have a inter transport requirement, then you have to create like this. new site link like this. You have to create add. Okay, not came. It won't work because of we don't have a two PCs, two at least two servers minimum to do this one. Okay, so for you, I'm doing this one. Move my Windows one to Hyderabad. See, this is Hyderabad site. Now Windows one is came here. Like by default, in a by default site having a all your domain controllers, servers, everything here, domain controllers. So I can keep it in a different things like Hyderabad, Pune, Delhi, Chennai, Bangalore, like that. I can create it and I put it. Then I'll go to here and I put a link between these sites. There are a lot of parameters are there, so don't worry about it. Okay, or you can move back to your default site. Okay, so like so we have only one, so to show you that one. If you see NTDS settings, nothing is there. Properties, connections, you can see replicated from replicated to. It means it take the information from a particular site or a server. Okay, it replicated to another server. So like that, both connections are there. Object security, attribute editor. So this is the thing. It is location of database kind of stuff. Somewhere you can find what actually are so many days over now. Leave it. That's it. That's enough. DC type is a global catalog server. It is global catalog server. Okay, so every 180 minutes automatically it will replicate. Okay, this much is not required, but site for a site purpose I told. Guys, understand what is site? No one is telling anything. Okay, I will stop here.
This conference is no longer being recorded.
One second. Hello. Okay. मैं